Hey, what is up, guys? RG here from Purecast 9. And in the past couple of weeks, I have refrained from making videos because I've been actually waiting for a good opportunity to, gather some good news or news for that matter. It may not be good about the Galaxy Note 8. Now, if you've seen the recent barrage of videos that have been coming out, and I'm sure you've seen them, all of them are pretty disappointing when it comes to the Galaxy Note 8. And the reason being that all those features that we were really looking forward to, that would hopefully make it to the Galaxy Note 8, turns out that it's not going to happen. So I'm talking about the fingerprint scanner into the display. I'm talking about the 4K screen and little design changes here and there. So it turns out that there's a high chance Samsung is going ahead with the same design of the Galaxy S8 and the S8 Plus. I mean, that's not a bad thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, the S8 and the S8 Plus are by far, hands down, the best looking smartphones out there. I mean, there is absolutely no competition, in my opinion. But I mean, I'm still okay with the Galaxy Note 8 having that same design. It's absolutely fine with the infinity display, with those absolutely thin bezels on the top and bottom. I mean, that's a-okay. But I've always held the Galaxy Note series as being the granddaddy of these upgrades. I mean, with the Galaxy S series, you get top-notch features, but then the Galaxy Note 8, the Galaxy Note series, whenever they launch during late in the year, in August or September, they always bring about some huge upgrades compared to the S series, the flagship of the S series. So, well, I was really excited, and I'm sure you've seen my previous videos, and if you haven't, you can check them out. I was really optimistic that the Galaxy Note 8 would have a 4K screen, a 4K plus display rather, and an optical fingerprint scanner. Now, turns out that the latest leaks, and even confirmed by Evan Blass, I mean, he is one of the most reliable leakers out there. So, the Galaxy Note 8 is coming out with a quad HD display, a 6 gigs of RAM, which is pretty good, and as long as they completely utilize that, so that's okay. Snapdragon 835, and there was a rumor that it could come with a Snapdragon 836, but I think there is very very high chance that it's going to be the Snapdragon 835 itself. Now, let's talk about the features that are not making it to the Note 8, and that is the 4K display and the optical fingerprint scanner. So, as you know, and for all of you who don't know, the reason Samsung is not giving the Galaxy Note 8 an optical fingerprint scanner is because of security issues. And on top of that, they are finding it hard to implement that technology of embedding the fingerprint scanner into the display because it is just that part which is going to house that fingerprint scanner. It is turning out to be much brighter than the rest of the screen. So obviously, you wouldn't want your screen to have a white spot where the fingerprint scanner is. I mean, that will be a nuisance when you're taking a video or watching a video or doing anything for that matter on the screen. So the fingerprint scanner is out from the screen and it's making its way back beside the camera, much like the Galaxy S8 and the S8 Plus. Now there have been obviously a lot of complaints regarding the placement of the fingerprint scanner, and to be honest, that is really an awkward placement. I mean, it would have been okay if Samsung placed it somewhere below the camera, but turns out that as of now, it's still going to be beside the camera. Now, speaking of the camera, dual cameras, that is definitely making its way. That is good news. But unlike all the renders you've seen of the camera having a vertical placement, that's not going to happen. It's going to have a horizontal placement, and the flash is going to be beside that, and beside that is going to be the fingerprint scanner. So it's the camera placement is going to be like the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus, a horizontal dual camera placement. I'm still okay with that. That is not really a problem. The only problem is the fingerprint scanner, but then I'm sure all of those people who are using the Galaxy S8 and the S8 Plus, they've gotten used to it by now. So I'm sure we'll get used to it as well. But nonetheless, kind of disappointing. But my question is, guys, Samsung has, I mean, we've been used to Samsung giving us the same designs from, on the front of the phone with the S series. Talking about the Galaxy S and the Galaxy S 2, 3, 4, 5, all of them have had the same look, even the Galaxy S6 and the S7. Now, starting from the S6, it transitioned into that really premium look with the metal and glass confluence. And the Galaxy S7, no doubt, was one of the best looking phones of that year. But they all look the same with the homes, with the bezels and with that home button and the fingerprint scanner in the home button. So I think anything looking as good as the Galaxy S8 and the S8 Plus is a win, and we'll just get used to it with the Galaxy Note 8 as well. So I want to ask you this: do you think that with all these nifty features not making it with the Galaxy Note 8, I'm talking about the 4K screen and the fingerprint scanner being awkwardly placed at the back, would that stop you from getting the Galaxy Note 8? For me, in my opinion, I would still get the Galaxy Note 8, because for me the game changer is the S Pen, and it's really a nifty feature in my opinion, and I really like putting that to use and getting the most out of it. And on top of that, dual cameras for the first time in a Note series. So yeah, I would definitely get it. And well, that's me. So guys, this wasn't really a really informational video. For all of you who haven't heard these news, it might have been entertaining for you. But for the rest, it's the same thing, and I just want to get out my opinion and get your opinion as well. So do let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Will you be going for the Galaxy Note 8, or will you be sticking to the Galaxy S8 or the S8 Plus and going straight for the Galaxy S9 or the Galaxy Note 9 next year? So let me know. And if you've enjoyed this video, do give it a thumbs up. If you haven't enjoyed it, give it a thumbs down. I will love you nonetheless. And if you haven't already, do subscribe to PureCast9 for more videos. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.